And again, I encourage you, if there's anything in your hands, let those pieces of paper go in your car. Let them go. You don't need them right now. And, I'm glad I wasn't standing there. I would have got a little wet. And I don't think it hit the camera, Sandy. That's good. So, Facebook, audience out there, set your coffee down, set your tea down, set anything down in your hands. This is time for you, just for you, to just connect with your higher power. And you have to get quiet in order to do that. You can't be distracted by your electronic devices. So I ask you to please set them down and do yourself a favor. As we take a nice, easy breath in, breathing in the breath of God that sustains you. And with the exhale, this is letting go of all the hurriedness or the traffic or the little problem getting onto Facebook or the little problems we had having static in our 95.3 station. It's all good. It's all good. And I love that. You can turn your heat on in your car and stay warm. Remember the days when we all went to the drive-in theater? We didn't care what the temperature was. We did it. It was fun. This time is for you. So now with this next breath, I want you to remember what I said a few weeks ago in the sermon. And that was fat belly, happy belly. Fat Buddha, happy Buddha. So we're going to take our next breath in and let your belly expand like a balloon. Breathe it in deep. And then go ahead and let the air out just like you'd let it out of a balloon. Let it out. This is your time to center in, to give yourself the gift of quiet, connection. Allow yourself through my words that will guide you to a space of wonder, to a space of compassion, to a space of kindness. So if it helps you through the power of your imagination, that third eye, I want you to now go to a place in your mind's eye where you feel safe and at peace. And I encourage you, whether this is a real place in your home or your yard, on a bench, your chair at home, or whether you're imagining being on a beach or sitting by a creek or in the woods. It doesn't matter. This is your space where you feel safe. Bring that to your mind's eye right now. And now I want us to focus on some of the tough stuff that has been going on, especially the last 6 months, but also tough stuff that's been going on for years. The inequality, the abuse, the people yelling at each other in a grocery store line or out there in a park and you've heard somebody screaming at their child, and it just makes you reek inside. So much tension in the world right now, especially during this COVID pandemic. Emotions are high. I want you now to send compassion to all of those that you have witnessed, whether you've witnessed it in person or you've witnessed it on the news, the unfairness, the negative behavior, the negative language. I want you to just right now send them all compassion. To the victims of this and to the perpetrators of this, send compassion. How does this saying go? Hurt people hurt people. They need compassion and they need love. Now I want to invite you to be willing to look at yourself as if you were looking into a mirror. And probably 99% of us have already looked in the mirror this morning before we left home, or maybe when we got up and we washed our hands and we looked in the mirror. I want you to be willing to look at yourself right now. And I want you to notice if there is anywhere in your being that's hurting right now. And it could have been that someone poked your heart this morning, or maybe over the week, or maybe you watched something on TV or even on the news, and it poked your heart. It hurt to see that or hear that. Be willing to look right now at your heart and to send your own heart compassion and love. Because hurt people hurt people. So we must start with ourselves and give ourselves compassion and love in order to send it out to others. Notice how you feel right now when you send your own heart compassion and love. For me, I'm breathing a little bit easier. There's like a calmness in my chest. Our world needs us to give compassion to ourselves and love to ourselves so that we can be compassionate and loving to our fellow humanity. So I want you now to just imagine, and if it helps, to take your hands out into the world, to just send this compassion and love out into the world. Energy is always moving, always. So what is the energy field you want to broadcast right now to the world? And now turn your hands inward, facing yourself, and send yourself that energy. Hold it for just a second or two, or maybe 10 seconds in the quiet of your mind. Compassion and love. I am enough, just the way I am. And now as you start to bring your awareness back to this space, whether you're in your car, lawn chair, in the audio booth, on Facebook, on your chair or couch, bring yourself back to this space, knowing I am enough. I am love. I am compassion. And so it is.